What is up, you degenerates? Welcome back to another live stream today. I got a very special guest for the show. We got none other than What Up Bro on here with us today to come down here and break down 3 MLB games and, of course, get a free play. Yesterday, we cashed easily on the over in the Oklahoma City game. It was hilarious. There's people crying at halftime, but we ended up getting it done with an easy over in the second half. Bro, how are we doing today, man?
We're doing great. You're right. That over was money, dude. That over was money. I was a little nervous in the first half, but you said it yourself when we were on Spaces that as long as we have 50 a quarter, basically the first half, that things were gonna be okay. So you were right.
Yeah, man, that's the key when you bet overs in the NBA. You just don't need them to shit the bed. You just got to be like pacing to go over 100 points at halftime. And then if you can get to that point, then anything can happen in any of these quarters because there's 70-point quarters when you blink or multiple 60-point quarters anytime in the NBA. We're 1-0 now officially on our YouTube long-form free play videos. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you click the follow button on your boy on Twitter and on Instagram. We'll be live on Spaces later today with a bunch of cappers. Bro will be over there all at TP3 Bets. If you're watching this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. And make sure you follow me on TikTok at TP3 Sports. TP3 Bets got banned over there, but we're not stopped. Make sure you follow him at What Up Bro on X, Twitter, YouTube, and all the way over on TikTok as well. We've been crushing on both our pages, guys. But let's get into today's games, today's matchup. I picked 3 games for y'all. Bro's going to help me break them down. The first game up here, we're going to go my Atlanta Braves taking on the New York Mets in today's game. We got a good one for y'all, man. The Braves right now somehow are favored. I don't know how the Braves are favored in today's game, but we got the Braves sitting here. Let's go on DraftKings Sportsbook right now. I know y'all can see my screen. To the Atlanta Braves here, where the Braves are swinging Spencer Schwellenbach to the mound. They're minus 136 favorites. The New York Mets are plus 112. Bro, what do you think about this game?
Well, I haven't fully capped this game quite yet, but when I looked at it, to me, it does not make any sense that the Braves are favorites. But then you look at it and you see that the Mets did just get swept. They just got swept at home. So it's just a matter of, hey, where do you see the value? Do you see the value in Vegas making the Braves favorites and you go with that? Or do you see value in a bounce back with the Mets at plus money? For me, I'm laying off the game, but I'd love to know what you have.
Yeah, so in this game, I'm actually going to rock with, I don't have an official pick in this game, but my pick honestly would be the Mets to go against my Braves. Y'all see the hat. Y'all know I'm not being a homer here. Just looking at records, yes, the Mets have been better than the Braves. The Braves are playing better baseball. And think about it, they lost their first 7 games. They had another big losing streak, and they picked it up last week. Spencer Schwellenbach dealt against the Mets last year. He started 3 times against them at 2 starts where he gave up 1 run, then he gave up 0 and struck out 10 in that start. So he really shut down this Mets offense. But ultimately, you look at David Peterson, the Braves have lit him up for over a 5 career ERA against him. But David Peterson had a huge shift in his career. This last season, he was a beast. This season, he's a beast with like a 2.5 ERA. I think plus 112, you got to shoot your shot here on the Mets. So that would be my lean in that game. I'll give my official pick in the last game I'm going to bring up on here. Next game up here, though, guys, we got the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. It's the game directly below this one here. We got Zach Littell taking on Dean Kremer here, a total of 9.5. Baltimore is barely the underdog here. Tampa Bay minus 123 on the money line. I might go official in this game with the over here in a little bit. I still got to keep working this through this game, but I do see in this matchup. So Zach Littell and Kremer both have seen these teams, I think, is 7 times each, and both guys have an ERA below 3. Now, here's the thing. Zach Littell has an alarming home run rate he gives up. Ball's been flying out of this ballpark here in Tampa Bay playing in Steinbrenner Field. And you look at Dean Kremer, he has a horrible ERA. He does all the exact same things. Tampa Bay's on fire right now at the dish. I believe they're 3rd in batting average in the last 8 days. They're crushing the baseball on a 5-game win streak right now. But Zach Littell, he's one of those guys who always has an xERA that's like pushing 5 every single season. I believe he's a 4.62 expected ERA. That's what happens when you don't get a lot of strikeouts and you pitch to contact here. I think this is a spot where we could see these teams go over the total in this game. There is something weird, though, about this stadium. It's like the wind blows out excessively from like 2 p.m. to like 4:30. So that's the one thing giving me some pause here. I need to do a little more work on this game, but I kind of feel like the over is definitely the look here. What do you think, bro?
Yeah, I mean, I could only take the over. You're 100% right with both of these guys just getting lit up. 2 years ago, I used to bet Kramer blindly. Like Dean Kramer used to be
Mhm.
blindly tail. He's going to dominate. He's going to go in there. Um, just his cutter is not moving the same, and that like not getting the drop and not getting that movement on the cutter or the slider, it makes the pitches look exactly the same. And when batters can basically sit on one pitch that's two pitches, it puts yourself in a really tough spot. And like you mentioned, Littell, his pitches to contact, he gets lit up. You also mentioned the other day that the Orioles are getting a lot of their key guys back. They're getting a lot of their offensive weapons back. And I think that's really important and something that can be factored into the total here as well. I do like the over. I'm one of those people that when I see the line move to not from 9 to 9.5 and I missed it, I'm a type of person that will like to buy back down to 9 over 9 just to get that push insurance. But I still really like to play.
Okay, we love that. Bro says he likes this one here. Last game up for me, guys. Here, this is going to be my free play. Let's get it on the top of the screen here. We got the Kansas City Royals taking on the Texas Rangers. If y'all have been following me this season, y'all know there's one spot I can rely on to pick up a win when I need it in the MLB. And that would be this Royals Rangers game here. We got Jack Leiter going up against Seth Lugo. Total in this game currently sitting at 8.5. And we currently have the Rangers as a 137 home favorite here. You look at this game on the surface, you might want to take the underdog. You know what? I couldn't talk you off that, but we're going to go under 8.5 runs here. Globe Life Field has been an absolute wagon to the under so far this season. Jack Leiter, he has great positive regression numbers, and he does have a 3.54 home ERA this season. You look at the unders in the stadium, they're 27-9, like I was just saying. Seth Lugo has good stuff. He should be able to pitch to contact fine in this park and get through this Rangers lineup. Man, I don't know what it was, if the Rangers were doing steroids or if they were banging on trash cans when they won the World Series. Them and the Braves have kind of become the same team. I guess the Rangers were a one-team flash in the pan, but the Braves kind of doing the same shit. It makes you kind of wonder with some of these teams, man, how they could just fall off like that when they have all the same core players. But the under is my official free play for here. We're 1-0 so far on our YouTube free plays on the under on yesterday hitting the over. We're gonna try to hit the under in this game. Any feedback on this play, bro?
I love it. I absolutely love it. We took one of the all-time bad beats the other day, taking the under in a Rangers game. 2 outs, 2 strikes. All we needed was one more strike to get out of it, and the guy ended up hitting a RBI triple or some shit like that. But I will tell you that there's tons of trends and tons of data that supports your play on the under. If you look, the Kansas City Royals, just as an away team, they're 14-19 to the under. So 19 being the under. So over under 14-19. And then you look at scenarios where they're the underdog. It's 15-24 to the under, which is a really strong data set there as well. They don't score as many runs on the road offensively. And then you look at the Rangers. I think you talked about some of these trends already, but as a home team, they're 9-27 to the under. And as a home favorite, they're 7-17 to the under. Both of those trends are above 70%. Anytime you can hit a trend at 70% at more than 1/3 of the way through the season, it's an absolute wagon. Blindly tail it until something changes. I really love the play team.
Hell yeah. I love that bro likes to play as well. We got to keep on blindly tailing this trend. We'll probably be on it this entire series. So there you guys go there. But anyway, we appreciate everyone who came by, tuned into our show right here today, guys. Bro, appreciate you hopping on, man. We're going to try to go 2-0 here for the people, guys. And as always, we'll be back tomorrow.